And welcome back. I am now joined by Dr. Jay Barth, Professor of Political Science at Hendrix College. Always good to be with you.
Thanks, Robbie.
Always fun to do a poll as well. So, all right, let's begin. We revealed in the last block voter attitudes on supporting the death penalty versus life without parole by more than 2-to-1 margin. 61% of Arkansans support the death penalty. Not a surprise, is it? What do the crosstabs tell you?
No, it's not a surprise. I mean, I think what is distinctive is that Arkansas really does believe in this form of ultimate punishment in a way that while around the country there is still majority death penalty support, there has been some trending down in recent years. Arkansas still Arkansans very committed to the death penalty. I think what is different about Arkansas is that in this state, Democrats are more supportive of the death penalty than in other parts of the country.
Than what we see nationally.
Right. I mean, Republicans tend to be very supportive of the death penalty nationally. Democrats tend to skew the other direction. In Arkansas, it's much more of a mixed bag with Democrats, so there's kind of more of that kind of conservative Democratic flavor pops in on this issue. It's also interesting, African Americans in Arkansas, while most oppose the death penalty, is not the kind of opposition you see nationally, and so some of those internal trends are not quite as clear in Arkansas as we've seen elsewhere, and that helps hold up the support overall.
Right. All right. So let's move on. I want to reveal some new numbers in this segment here. Let's talk about DNA results. We asked voters if the fact that DNA evidence and technology has become more has helped solve some of those murder cases, some before and some after the death penalty. Here was the question: have advances in DNA testing in recent years made you more supportive, less supportive of the use of the death penalty, or has it not changed your views at all? 41% say more supportive, 17% less supportive, 40% no change in views, just 2% with no opinion. That's a low. No opinion there. What do you think of those results?
I mean, it just shows just how entrenched I think Arkansans are on this issue. And I think what we're going to see on this issue is that even if the rest of the country begins to move, I think there seems to be a really kind of cemented commitment to the death penalty in Arkansas. It really goes back to some pretty deep cultural aspects of Arkansans and how they view criminal justice. And so you really just don't have much that is moving these folks at all. We've even seen, of course, some of those cases in Arkansas where questions have been raised, but even here, where some of those issues have been front and center, it has not really reshaped the worldview of Arkansans.
Another question that we asked was this rapid pace of executions that we are going to see here in the rest of April, mainly because we have a deadline of expiration for some of the drugs, or one of the drugs that's going to be used. Here's the question that we asked. This month, Arkansas will execute 8 convicted prisoners over a span of 11 days. It's actually 7 now since this poll was taken, or it looks like it will be. Supporters argue the families of the victims need closure. Opponents argue the state is conducting too many executions too quickly. Do you support or oppose carrying out these 8 executions over an 11-day period, or does the compressed time frame make no difference to you? 51% support, 26% oppose, and 17% no difference. This gets back to what you're saying.
Exactly.
But the rush of the schedule does not really even change the attitudes much.
No, not at all. It just seems to be a deep, thorough, across the board commitment. The one exception on this flurry of death cases, women in Arkansas tend to be a little more concerned about that. And they're still overall supportive, but there is a big gender gap. Men much more supportive of this quick pace than are women.
All right, it's interesting stuff, and we're going to have a lot more over the next couple of days, but I'm glad we got to get some survey attitudes on this. I know there's going to be a lot of national and quite frankly some international interest in these poll results right here. He's Dr. Jay Barth with Hendrix College. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Robbie.
And we're going to have more with Jay later on this week in our daily show, so be sure to check that out on our website at talkbusiness.net. When we come back, former Arkansas Attorney General Steve Clark, he was the acting AG when the lethal injection process started. My sit-down interview with him right after this.